That's what I'm curious about, because you've heard Greg Sankey, even before everything kind of broke down last week, going back to December, you heard him say if they don't want this 12-team plan that he and Bob Bowlesby and Craig Thompson and Jack Swarbrick cooked up, that they might just not support the 12-team plan anymore. They might support something completely different. And, it sounds like blowing off smoke. It sounds like you're mad because the thing you wanted to happen didn't happen. But the fact of the matter is, by the time all this comes to pass, when 2 years from now, when they get back together to talk about what the playoffs are going to look like in 2026, Texas and Oklahoma will either be in the SEC or about to be in the SEC. And you could do something completely different. You could kind of just rip it all up and say, well, let's try something else. And what I was trying to figure out is what would your alternative be if you're the SEC to say, hey, look, if you guys want to do your own thing without us, that's cool because we don't really need you. And I think it's true of the SEC and the Big Ten. Like, you need both of those conferences if you want to have a truly national playoff. You don't really need any other conference. If the Pac-12 or the ACC didn't want to be in it, the world wouldn't end. TV wouldn't care. But if you don't have the SEC and you don't have the Big Ten, then you don't have a national playoff. So it's a big threat to say, well, we might not be involved, because that changes the amount of money that the playoff is worth. And so I said, okay, well, what would they do? And one idea I had heard kind of spitballed that I thought was great was an SEC tournament. Because you're going to have 16 teams. Even if they go to 9 conference games, that you're still missing 6 teams a year. So it won't even be a bunch of rematches. You probably get some really intriguing matchups given that lineup. And you do like a 6-team tournament or an 8-team tournament. Either way, it's 3 weekends. And it culminates with an SEC championship game that kicks off at 8 p.m. on January 1st. And then you just keep all the money for that if you're the SEC, and you say, look, if y'all want to do your own tournament and crown your champ, I don't know, January 1st in the Rose Bowl, you can have the champ of your tournament play the champ of this tournament on a Monday down the road, and we call that team the national champ. That'll be fine.